have made it. We are in Patagonia National Park for our last day in Chile after 6 weeks of being here.
Would you look at that? Pretty happy, huh? Hi, Colin and Meredith here. We may be happy in this moment, but do not be fooled. The days leading into this were filled with frustration. I'm losing hope.
It would appear most things are closed on a Saturday in town.
It just doesn't make sense.
The kind of windy day that the wind, when it's so strong, you have a hard time breathing.
This video is not really about Patagonia National Park. It's about our struggle to get there. The struggle. Not the park, the struggle.
We're in southern Chile. We cannot get deterred by the weather, so we're gonna do it. We're all layered up.
It took a lot more than you would think. Okay, let's get up to speed. We are journeying from our home in Coyhaique, Chile, to our new home in Bariloche, Argentina. After unexpected adventures in Puerto Rio Tranquilo, we are on another crazy bus ride around the lake for a few days in Chile Chico. Although scenic, this ride is a doozy. Chile Chico is a hidden gem in Patagonia, serving as a less commercialized back door to the famous Patagonia National Park.
Which is the main reason why we're here in town in the first place. That, and they happen to have a pretty cool dome on Airbnb.
Welcome to Chile Chico. Come on inside. The tour begins with our outdoor kitchen that we now have. As you can see, we've got a gas stove, coffee for the morning, a mini fridge, all the utensils we could ever need, hot and cold water. We've got a lovely desk that we can now work at, and then a telescope that we can use because this is one of the best places in the southern hemisphere to check out stars. So not only do we have a telescope, we've got some other stuff too. But first, welcome to our outdoor dining area where we can sit, relax, and have a drink. Follow me in here. This is our home for the next 4 days, complete with our rooftop view of the stars.
I can't wait to see that later.
It's gonna look so good. All right, we've got a great little bathroom.
What's that back here?
And a perfect little shower back here.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
I even like this little guy.
A little cactus.
Good morning. I'm just trying to figure out how this espresso machine works. Please send help.
When we arrived yesterday afternoon, we were under the impression there would be an easy bus system to take tourists like us to the national park. We learned quickly from the tourism office and our host Rodrigo, this does not exist.
I'm not really sure what was a bigger struggle this morning, figuring out that we couldn't get to the national park, or rewatching Colin trying to make this coffee.
Ta-da!
They've created something amazing here, despite the fact it's only 45 degrees out and it's an open-air living room. Put on a light pair of socks, and I'm kind of sweating a little bit in all the glare, so I'm going to have to take some off here pretty soon, but espresso's being made, Mare's still in bed, and we're just going to pass some time journaling while we wait for the espresso to finish. I don't know when that is exactly, but it's going to happen. I found out when the espresso's done. It starts shooting out everywhere, so I have a mess to clean up and espresso to pour. Voila.
Good morning from our dome. We had an awesome night's sleep.
Sure did.
I think every time I woke up in the middle of the night, I looked up to see the stars, and there would be clouds, or there'd be a full stars, or you could see the Milky Way, or you could see the moon. And it changed all night, which was awesome.
It was very cool.
Yeah.
And comfortable bed.
Such a comfortable
And
bed.
despite how windy it was, surprisingly quiet.
Yeah. I think the wind actually toned down the sounds of like all the other stuff outside, so it was fantastic. It's both of them. Good morning. Oh my. Oh, hello.
Oh, good to see you. Good to see you.
Hi guys.
Good to see you. Did you sleep well? I sure slept well.
Good morning. Oh my goodness. It's so exciting. We're so happy. We're so happy.
Good to see you. It's good to see you. We're so happy to see you.
We're under attack, Colin. If you thought those dogs were crazy, wait till you see what's on the other side of the window. We got a whole bunch of turkeys. Now we have some chickens.
This place is great.
Down. No jump. No jump. No jump. Good job. Good job. I know.
You can never predict hurricane force winds in Chile Chico.
We're having a high wind couple of days. It gets better.
I hope. I told Meredith she doesn't need her big poofy jacket, and I'm eating my words right now.
Oh my God.
Our dome was really warm.
Wow, look at the mountain.
Holy cow.
cow.
Look at this water. Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
This wind is nuts.
Holy cow.
Oh.
Wow.
Do you want to go back and get a taqueta?
No, that's okay.
Okay.
I'll be brave. This is the worst part.
Okay.
I hope.
Yeah.
The plan was to get a cup of coffee because the espresso machine failed.
It would appear most things are closed on a Saturday in town.
Despite being a tourist town, the museum is closed, the restaurants are closed, everything is closed, the stores are closed, everything's closed. Did I mention that everything is closed?
So supermercado it is.
Hopefully that's open. Mate. How do we pay?
It's the glacier that we visited with Patrick.
As the grocery store was the only thing open this morning, we abandoned hope. We couldn't hike, we couldn't even walk around town right now. Back to the dome to regroup.
Bus ride yesterday finally stirred our peanut butter, so now it's like real peanut butter.
It's amazing, actually. So all that jostling around really mattered. So after lunch, we started planning how in the world we're gonna get to Parque Nacional Patagonia. Patagonia National Park, the national park.
And it is seemingly more difficult than we imagined. Kind of on brand for Chile.
So what it's amounted to is you need to, unless you have a rental car, which you cannot rent in town, you need to hire a bus to take you there, which looks like it's gonna be 80,000 pesos or like 85 bucks, plus the park entrance fees. No problem, except the bus that's getting back to us says they drop you off at 10 and pick you up at 3, so you get 5 hours for over $100 US. Why is it so hard to hike here? And we're as close to this park as you can get.
Blah, blah, blah. This probably makes no sense if you haven't seen our other Chile vlogs, but essentially the entire 6 weeks we've spent in Chile, we've really struggled to get to hikes. And we were hoping by getting to Chile Chico, it would actually change the case for us. And that by being outside of the national park, it would be a breeze getting in and going hiking.
Unfortunately, that was not the breeze that we encountered.
We've had a change of perspective. The car's coming, it's just the wind. We're in southern Chile. We cannot get deterred by the weather, so we're gonna do it. We're all layered up. Look at how beautiful this view is. I kind of feel like one of those weather people in the middle of a hurricane that's like, it's not that bad. Look at the bridge, it's still holding up. We're gonna do it. But first we're gonna get coffee.
Determined to not let the inability to get into the national park or the breeze get in our way, we were determined to make the best out of this day.
Even on the playground, they have all these trees lined up to block the little niños and niñas from the wind.
The book that I was just reading at the coffee shop talked about how the main character's goal was to read at parks more often. And now that we're here, I think I'm gonna make that my goal for this year. More reading at parks. This is really nice.
I suggested that earlier and I got yelled at.
No, you did not.
I did. I said, how about we go to the park and
It
read?
was so much windier earlier.
But I suggested it.
You did suggest it. You want brownie points for that?
Yep.
Okay.
Finished up with the coffee. Nothing puts you in a good mood like a cup of joe. And now the wind has also started to die down a little bit. We're taking advantage of it and going to the top of that. Vamos. Hey, look. I'm 5% done. This wasn't exactly the nature we had hoped for, but we did get to climb 200 steps to the top of Mirador de las Banderas, the viewpoint of the flags. The flags will tell you everything you need to know about this hike. It was windy. Of course, it was beautiful, but it was windy.
If you do plan on passing through town, we definitely recommend walking up to this viewpoint because it does offer beautiful views of the lake and you can see into Argentina, which is pretty neat. All right, Colin has made us a delicious dinner. We are having
quinoa, cheese, veggies, and black beans.
It should be delicious. The grocery store is here, for being a tiny town, extremely well stocked. We ain't gonna starve here. In fact, we're gonna eat like kings. They even actually had more vegan and vegetarian options than the big city of Coyhaique, which is kind of cool and easy for Meredith. So
Yeah, it was great.
we're diving in.
And one last thing, we officially booked a car for tomorrow, so it's gonna come pick us up here, take us to Patagonia National Park. We'll hike all day, and then it'll pick us up when the park is closing and drive us back to town.
Oh my God, this wine is good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This is the best wine we've had in Chile.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
It's got Frida Kahlo on the bottle, hence why it's so artsy. There's a monkey, and holy cow, this is good wine.
All right, try this one when you come down.
You gotta do it. So we came out after dinner to take some pictures of the sunset and the water. It's not the windiest it's been all day, but it is the coldest.
It's a little cold, but I'm happy to be out here. You can see Sierra Castillo over there, which for a frame of reference is a 5.5 hour drive from here. Isn't that crazy?
How's your photography going?
Not well. A lot of sand was coming up in my eyes. I also don't really know how to shoot, so I feel like I'm not doing a great job, but it's awesome. We are heading home for the night. Gonna get everything packed up for tomorrow because we are going to Patagonia National Park in the morning. Woohoo! I'm so excited.
Boy, am I excited.
So we'll see you then. Good night. Good morning.
It's Parque Nacional Patagonia Day.
Woohoo! We are all packed up waiting for our Uber. It is still very windy today, although it's supposed to be way less windy than it was yesterday and 6 degrees warmer.
Fingers crossed it all holds out. And fingers crossed we have an amazing day of hiking.
I'm so excited.
Schedule today is not an Uber. It's the only shuttle that can take us there for the full day. It's picking us up now. We should get to the park right when it opens, around 9 or 9:30, depending on the road conditions. After that, we begin hiking and we don't stop until 5 p.m. when the park closes and the shuttle takes us home.
Yeah.
But of course, today was not going to go as we planned.
All right, it is officially 8:37. So, where's our driver? We don't know. But now we're frozen like popsicles because we've been waiting outside for over half an hour.
Yeah.
So we've retreated back to the dome home.
And I can't help but think that for $80, we've missed out on like $10 worth of hiking.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not that frugal. Like just $80 seems like a lot of money to get to a park that's 45 minutes down the road.
Yeah.
So, bummer. But maybe we should go to McCall.
Like I said, my bigger concern is that 9, 10, 11 o'clock's gonna roll by.
And he's not going to show up.
Yeah.
Let's call him.
All right, we're calling. We're calling.
This is very intimidating because the whole thing's going to have to be done in Spanish.
The whole thing might not have to be done at all.
Huh.
Well, let's send him the message I already have typed.
Okay. Now we wait.
I'm losing hope. I'm losing hope.
Maybe we should have rented a car here.
That wasn't an option. There's no car rentals in town.
All right, he's texted us hola, and he's currently typing.
That's a good start.
I'm gonna do the surefire way to speed this up. You'd call on the phone. Oh.
It worked.
The weather is bad, lots of rain in Jimny Reserve. Let's go tomorrow. We scheduled it for tomorrow.
You're kidding.
Nope. Tomorrow's better.
So we're not hiking today.
No. What? And it's just comical at this point how many times we haven't been able to go for a hike. And, it's so complicated here.
We just want to be hiking, man. Why is that so hard?
I don't know.
Lucky for you, I've got a backup plan.
What's the backup plan?
Trust me.
Okay.
I do not have a backup plan, but of course I could not let Meredith know that. So we walked town until we found coffee, because coffee is always a good way to stall on a windy day. It gave me just enough time to come up with a plan B. And yes, plan B turned out just to be a dotted line on all trails. A hope and a prayer. Hi, bud. Hi, bud. Well, we were 2 for 3 on good boys.
The wind seems to have died down significantly, and we're on a trail now.
Enter phase 2 of the plan. Yesterday we scoped out a possible trail. We don't know how far it goes. However, we had a backup to the backup to the backup plan. Thank God we did. And the best part about this is it may, if we can go far enough and it exists, touch the very far back end of Patagonia National Park.
I am so determined to get us to Patagonia National Park today, even if we just touch the corner of it.
We already had our snacks packed, we already had our water packed.
We already ate a huge dinner and breakfast in preparation.
We are ready to go. We just need to see if this actually goes.
Let's test it out, baby.
Let's do it. Well, this is our first wrong turn of the day. We're at minute 2. I imagine many more to come. Whoa. So far, so good.
It's crazy how 2 hours after being ditched by the guy and saying that the car ride's tomorrow now, we're on a trail. It's really beautiful. The wind's died down and it all worked itself out.
Yeah, it was an inconvenience, but we always overreact in the moment, and then we always figure out something that's equally as cool, if not potentially cooler. Time will tell.
Yeah.
This may look like a win, but don't forget, you're supposed to feel bad for us. This trip was tragic.
Meredith just had an amazing observation.
This is our first free and real hike we've done in Chile.
In 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
First one we have not had to pay for. It's not an official hike, but there is a trail. So,
Pretty amazing.
we tried to find these all over everywhere else we've been. Failed every time. Hopefully this one works out for us.
I'm just so happy to be out here, and it looks beautiful. It's like a weird combination between Utah and Colorado and New Mexico.
So the American Southwest.
Yeah, all in one here.
Okay, fine. So it ended up being a pretty good day. You know, half of traveling is figuring out how to play the game with the cards that you were dealt. It would have been so easy for us to stay in our dome and just relax all day instead of getting out into nature. But instead, we got ourselves dressed and we went out there to hike. And you know what? It ended up being awesome. If we've learned anything from our time of traveling in Chile, it's that you've got to go with the flow and always have a plan B in place. But that doesn't make getting to Patagonia National Park any easier.
I guess this is the best view of the day.
Here he comes, here he comes.
Hey buddy, hi. Hi. Did you miss us? We missed you. Yeah.
All right, 7 hours of hiking later, we are back in the dome home.
We made it.
It was a beautiful hike. We did not make it to Patagonia, but we had an amazing hike. We explored a place that I don't think too many people get to explore, and it was free. Yes, the dreaded F word. It was free.
I think this is the hike that we've been waiting for the entire time we've been in Chile. Like one where you can just get to a network and go and go and go and go, and then come back whenever you're done. It was awesome.
So good. Hopefully, though, tomorrow we have a driver that will pick us up and take us to Patagonia National Park.
Fingers crossed.
We're gonna put the GoPro to the test.
All right.
Can it detect the mountains way over there at the very far back of the scene? My money's on yes, it'll see them, but no, it won't be very good. Let's check it. Ow!
Good Good morning. Our driver's here 10 minutes early this time, but he's here. So we are finishing packing up as quickly as we can, and then we are heading out for the day to Patagonia. And we realized this is our last day in Chile after 6 weeks. So how cool that we get to go to this park on the last day. All right, see you there. I burnt myself picking this up this morning, and now I'm burning myself because it's dripping all over me. We have made it. We are in Patagonia National Park for our last day in Chile after 6 weeks of being here.
Now that you've watched us try to get to this park, let's enjoy its beauty together.
How you feeling, Colin?
I feel great. It was an hour and 15-minute ride. At first, I was very upset we had to pay $85 US to get here. But after that ride,
Now I see why.
now I see why. Very remote, very rough road. And yesterday we thought we could hitchhike. Well, we're here today.
No way we could have hitchhiked into this park.
There are 2 cars in the parking lot, 1 taxi, and the other one had 6 people get out of it.
No, but I will say it's stunning to be in here. I feel like we're on an adventure. I feel like we're doing something.
We're doing it.
And now that we've been in enough national parks, I kind of understand the process of getting in. Still find Cerro Castillo really weird that they don't take card because this place also
This
took
one
card.
does, and this is way more remote.
And this one mentioned to us that our ticket is good for the next 3 days.
Which no one else did.
No, so I don't know if they were all good for multiple days or just this one, but something that you should definitely ask when you get to each park is how many days is this ticket good for?
Great advice.
Yes. All right, time to start the adventure.
One more thing.
Yeah.
Let's take a zoom in on our feet. You may notice we are wearing shoes today. That ain't gonna last long, but we weren't gonna let anything stand in the way of getting past that park entrance.
Well, now they won't let us hike because we have bedrocks and they won't let you do it unless you've got boots.
So, we had cash, we had card, we had shoes. Next time we see you, we'll be in our bedrocks and we'll be hiking.
Oh my gosh, this place is so stunning. Holy cow. And look, there's Colin putting on his bedrocks.
One of the things that's surprising me about this park, there's nobody here. The parking lot, like we said, only had 2 cars in it. One was a taxi, one was packed. Haven't seen the packed people yet, or passed another soul. And listen, you don't hear nothing either. It's great.
So if you've been following us for a while, we both know it's not for fashion. But today I'd like to introduce to you the new hat combination I've come up with. For years, I've been wanting to wear a warm hat, but also have the sun off my face. And I've never thought to combine them. Maybe I'm an idiot for combining them. Maybe I'm an idiot for not knowing to combine them. I'm not sure, but either way, this is how I'm hiking from now on. I figured the Pumas won't care. The hike leads up to this beautiful viewpoint where you can sit and relax, take in the whole lake. It only took us maybe 40 minutes to get here from the entrance, so it's a perfect place to stop, have a bite of fruit, drink some water, and rest up for the rest of the hike.
We are entering the national park from sector Jeinimeni, home to a large, beautiful lake. As expected, this side of the national park is not the commercial side. It was exactly how you dreamed it would be. If you want to be in Chile and you want to hike alone, this backdoor entrance is for you. You just need to get here.
We don't have a set route or plan for today. We just decided we would hike as far into the park as we could, and then once we had to turn around in order to meet our taxi driver for a 4:30 pickup, we would. So we're just gonna see how far we can get, take our time, enjoy all the beautiful views along the way, stop and have some lunch in a little bit, and just enjoy the beauty of this park. We just heard a beautiful bird, so Colin's on bird duty to see if we can identify it.
It's a Patagonia.
He knows I'm listening.
Try again next time. We've made it to the second lake in the park. Esmeralda. So far, just as beautiful as the first, and such bright blue water. I'm thinking all the water here is as blue just because of the glaciers, but from everywhere around the world that we've been so far, I think Chile has the bluest water.
I think so.
We're gonna stop and have a little bit of lunch at this beautiful spot. We've been scoping out for the last 30 minutes where we can eat, and of course that entire time we were walking, there was not a good spot in sight. And then we looked up and we found the best lunch spot you could get. The brightest blue water I've ever seen. An absolutely massive glacier over there that looks like a cloud, but I'm telling you, that is a huge glacier. I don't think I've ever seen one that big before.
Nice.
And a really cool bridge.
Suspension.
Crossing normal, baby. What was that?
Just a GoPro.
Oh my God.
Well, that couldn't have gone worse.
Minus a cracked GoPro screen, this bridge was pretty epic and might be the highlight of the hike for me.
Patagonia National Park is only open October to April, and it's quite a ways from anything, with the nearest airport almost 11 hours away in Balmaceda. You can feel the remoteness here, and it's stunning. This section was added to Patagonia National Park in 2018, and due to its newness, is exactly what you hope to find in Patagonia. I suppose all the suspense was worth it. After 6 amazing weeks in Chilean Patagonia, we finally stepped foot in the namesake National Park. The weather was perfect, the trail was peaceful, and the waters were blue. We had made it.
If only we had a GoPro that could go underwater and get a cool shot of this fish. Colin.
Well, this is as far as we get to go today. It is stunning. We are alone. We've only passed 2 people this entire hike, and it was right at the beginning, which that's pretty cool. Rented out a whole national park for this lady.
When does that ever happen? It's been a great, awesome day.
Amazing. Absolutely stunning. Beautiful. Not enough good things to say about this park or this place. The weather also cooperated super well.
Yeah.
Had this trail been as easy as we originally thought it would be to get to, I don't know if the views would have been as nice. Having to work so hard for 2 days in a row, fighting the cold, fighting the wind, and all the closed towns and the cancellations, it made every step in this park make us extra grateful that we got to be here and experience it. And especially knowing how hard it is to get to this park, I feel really lucky that we got to see it, and I hope you enjoyed sharing it with us today too. We'll see you next time as we figure out how to make it to Argentina. In classic Chile style, there's still one more twist to the story.
And that's a wrap on 72 hours in Chile Chico. From visiting Patagonia National Park to showing up when absolutely nothing was open. We've had a great time here.
An amazing time and an amazing place. We love this place.
Yeah, this was awesome. Definitely recommend visiting here when you come to Patagonia.
Thank you to this video's sponsors, Grandma Judy and Papa Ray. We couldn't have done it without you and your love, and thanks for supporting your grandson and following his dreams.
We love you.
It's really nice out without the wind blurring. Hey honey, why did the chicken cross the road?
To get to the other side.